They're celebrating the death, the murder of a protester. So it went real quick from peaceful protests and people's lives need to be protected. And if you're out protesting, you need to have protection. It went real quick from that to, yeah, kill them. Yeah, kill them. So this is literally the people of Portland. You'll hear what they're saying.
And tonight, I just got word. The person who died was a patriot person. He was a fucking Nazi. Our community held its own and took out the trash. I am not going to shed any tears over a Nazi.
You think you hear that, you go, okay, wait, was this someone who was attacking someone? Was this a person who was looting or rioting or trying to kill someone else who was killed? Nope, just a guy. And you're going to hear the worst reporter ever in Portland, because literally no one in Portland can do their job. Everyone is inept. So now you'll hear the reporting on it, which is just wonderful.
With an update on what may have led up to all this. Jennifer, what do we know?
Well, Wayne, some pretty good witness statements, because our photographer and our security detail was here when the shooting happened.
Wait a second. The security and the cameraman were there? Let's talk to them. Why are we talking to you?
They actually witnessed it. A very scary situation right now. Have this block.
So what, did you guys get together and then they quickly offloaded some notes to you so that you could butcher them? That's what happened here, I'm just telling you.
Taped off here, but about a half a block down from where we're standing right here, kind of near the neon green sign, if that's in the frame.
Not in the frame, Jennifer. Also not relevant to the story. Kind of near the neon sign, actually, because it's one of my favorite places to go if you really like sushi. Actually, if you like pad thai.
Our crews were there filming. They tell me that a person in the street was yelling at someone. Two people maybe got out of
A person told me that a person was in the street yelling at them. Two people, maybe it was one.
Vehicle. Maybe the person in the street was saying, "That's the guy. That's the guy." Don't know what the argument or discussion or debate was about.
Which was it?
But apparently someone sprayed mace. Someone maced someone. Then someone...
Apparently, someone was maced. That is to say, someone maced someone. Jennifer, you've cracked the case.
Pulled out a weapon, and our crews could...
Well, yeah, you didn't die from the mace, so clearly something else had to happen. Someone drew a gun. Jennifer, I can do this for you. Okay, ready? An altercation occurred on the early evening hours of Saturday, August 20 whateverth. See, now I'm doing what Jennifer would have done. A couple people got in a fight. Mace was used. Someone then pulled a gun, fired at least one round, leaving the person not responsive or unresponsive at the scene. See, I've never done this job before, and I can at least get to the point in 10 seconds, whereas Jennifer has taken a minute.
See the weapon clearly, fired at least one shot. They saw a gentleman fall. Then they said that the gunman actually took the gun and didn't fire anymore, but kind of panned it across his body, and then took off running. So we have a first-hand account.
Can't believe this. Gunmen everywhere else in the United States. If someone opens fire in the middle of a crowd, and you've even seen this at past protests. When someone draws a gun, you typically have people swarm in on them and eventually overtake them. They give them some space when they're shooting, but then that person is quickly given up. And in here, a conservative is shot, point blank range right in the street, and the shooter just walks off. They run away. They pick themselves up, they get their gun, and they just take off. And you notice no conservatives chased them down with a skateboard. No other conservatives chased them down and tried to take their gun away at gunpoint, which is why this isn't 3 people shot, 2 dead, like it was in Kenosha.
of what happened from our own crews who were actually on the scene. Very, very scary.
Let's talk to them,
situation.
Jennifer.
Police
You
out
weren't
here
there.
right now investigating. We don't know exactly what happened, but it sounds like there was some sort of conflict between either two groups or two individuals or more.
So for all we know, this is the greasers and the socias having a rumble, and it's multiple groups doing this, and we just have. She has no idea. She's saying that there could be one, there could be two, there could be one group, there could be one thing, two thing, one fish, a blue fish. I mean, she doesn't fucking know. And it's not surprising because no one in Portland knows a GD thing. But seriously, so you have this, you have someone dead. And bad reporting aside,
so we're still waiting to learn more.
Don't have to wait too long. Check this out. This is from, like I said, Andy No. He's quoting the gal on the megaphone saying he was a fucking Nazi. So our community held its own. We took out the trash. And I'm not going to shed a tear for no patriotic, son of a bitch or something like that. Listen to this.
And tonight, I just got word. The person who died was a patriot person. He was a fucking Nazi. Our community held its own and took out the trash. I am not going to shed any tears over a Nazi.
Portland, do you have a big Nazi problem? True, serious question. Like, does Oregon and Washington State, do you guys have like this big unspoken problem where all the white supremacists that you stereotypically would think would be in like the Appalachians, do you think that they're all out with you guys in the Pacific Northwest now? And can you show me that that's true? Did the people from West Virginia go across the mountain, mama, up to the Pacific Northwest and live with you? I don't know, but if you can show me that you have a bunch of, back hill cousin fucking idiots who don't have no teeth and they're all racists and they're secretly part of the KKK and they're in Portland, I want to know. I want to know, because otherwise what you're doing is saying that someone is a Nazi and then you get to do whatever you want. And a couple years ago, the tweet that was, I don't think still not taken down, is, something about it's okay to punch a Nazi. Go ahead and punch a Nazi. And John Oliver did a thing about you should punch a Nazi and all these other. So you remember it was a big deal because not that we care if a Nazi or anyone else gets in a little fist fight. We care that you would then label, Nazi. You could just go, Nazi, you're a Nazi. You right now, you're a Nazi. And then punch that person in the face. I can call you a Nazi. You can call me one. We can punch each other in the face. And if the left makes it socially acceptable to do that, then the next step is we label you a Nazi 3 years ago. It was okay to punch you then. You didn't give up. Well, it's okay to kill you now.
Tonight, I just got word. The person who died was a patriot person. He was a fucking Nazi. Our community held its own and took out the trash. I am not going to shed any tears over a Nazi.
Am I defending Nazism? No, of course not. I am defending against people's fake, false accusations of, if I label you a dirty word, if I label you the undesirable, then we have a right to kill you, which is what they're doing in Portland. Let me know what you think in the comments below. Like the video, but share this video because more people need to know that this is happening. And then do everything else that you can do with me to keep America afloat.